How prepared is your organization to handle a cyber incident? Today, we're breaking down what it takes to build, test, and consistently update an effective incident response plan. Welcome back to the Medcurity Podcast. Now, our focus today might seem like just another checklist item, but it's actually one of the most critical elements of healthcare cybersecurity, having a robust incident response plan, or IRP. Think of it as your playbook when things go wrong, whether that's a ransomware attack, a phishing scam, a data breach, whatever it may be, you need a plan that's ready to go. So, what exactly is an incident response plan? In essence, it's a detailed, structured approach to handling security incidents in a way that limits damage, reduces recovery time, and minimizes costs. It's about being prepared for the worst, so when it happens, you're not scrambling. The first step in building an IRP is understanding the threats you face. Whether that's phishing attacks that may be targeting your employees, malware infiltrating your systems, or insider threats, knowing what you're up against helps you create a plan tailored to your organization's vulnerabilities. Once you've identified potential threats, it's time to create the actual plan. An effective IRP typically consists of 6 key phases: preparation, identification, containment, eradication, recovery, and lessons learned. Let's break that down. First off, we have preparation. This is all about establishing and training your incident response team, defining their roles, and ensuring that they have access to necessary tools and resources. Regular training and simulations are crucial here, so everyone knows their role when a real incident occurs. Number 2, identification. This phase involves detecting and confirming an incident, whether through alerts from your security systems, reports from employees, or unusual network activity. The faster you identify an incident, the quicker you can respond. Number 3, containment. Once an incident is confirmed, the goal is to limit its spread. Containment strategies can be short-term, like isolating affected systems, or maybe long-term, implementing patches and security upgrades. Number 4, eradication. This is where you remove the threat from your environment. This may look like deleting malicious files, closing off vulnerabilities, or disabling compromised accounts. Number 5 is recovery. After the threat is removed, you're going to want to return to normal operations. This includes making sure that affected systems are clean, restoring data from backups, and monitoring for any residual signs of compromise. And finally, number 6, lessons learned. Review the incident to identify what went well and what needs improvement. This phase is crucial for updating your IRP and making sure you're even better prepared for future incidents. Now, why is all of this important? Well, unfortunately, cyber incidents are not a matter of if, but when. Healthcare organizations in particular are prime targets for cyber criminals. Failing to respond effectively can result in lost data, hefty fines, damaged reputation, and continuous downtime. Testing your IRP isn't a one-time task either. Just like fire drills, your response plan should be tested regularly to ensure that everyone knows their role, the processes work, and any gaps are identified. Simulated attacks, tabletop exercises, and regular audits can help keep your team sharp. And here's an important thing to remember. An IRP isn't a set it and forget it document. Threats evolve, technology changes, and your organization will grow. Consistently updating your plan ensures that it remains effective and aligns with current risks. Regular reviews, ideally quarterly, help you to adapt to new challenges, whether it's the latest ransomware tactic or changes in your infrastructure. So before we wrap up, let's highlight some common pitfalls to avoid. Number 1, not having an incident response plan. You would be surprised how many organizations don't have a plan at all, thinking it won't happen to us. Don't wait until you're in the middle of an incident to realize that you're unprepared. Number 2, failing to train. Now, having a plan in place is one thing, but if your team isn't trained, it's worthless. Regularly train your staff so they know what to do when every second counts. And number 3, ignoring post-incident analysis. Once the dust settles, it's tempting to move on, but skipping the lessons learned phase means missing out on critical insights that can prevent future incidents. So let's sum it all up. Building, testing, and updating your incident response plan isn't just about compliance. It's about protecting your organization and your patients. With a solid plan, you're not just reacting to incidents, you're ready to handle them with confidence. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Medcurity Podcast. Stay prepared, stay secure, and we'll see you next time.